Hey guys, what's up? Queenie K here. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be kind of fun, kind of different, but still obviously in the hair theme. So I'm just going to talk about some of my travel essentials to make sure that my hair is good and safe and healthy on my trip and on any other trip. So not just for this one, but like in general. And as you can see, my hair is currently in a protective style. I did these twists in like 8 hours with some regular braiding hair, and it's super cheap and super easy, so I figured this was the best way to go because I'm not paying $100 for somebody to do it. I'm not paying $50 to buy some expressions hair, and I don't know, I don't have time for that. So invest in yourself and learn how to do it. That's what I'm gonna say. I will leave the link to the tutorial that I used to do this because honestly, the way I did it, like, I'm not a professional. I'm a very beginner, so some of the twists aren't the best, so I don't really want to show you guys how to do it because I'm honestly not even the best at it. So I will put the tutorial I'll put the tutorial that I learned from in the description box. Okay, so moving on with this video, I'm just going to tell you guys what things, besides the obvious things, that I like to take while I'm traveling to make sure that my hair is easy to manage and stays healthy, because I feel like a lot of the times when I travel, because it gets so busy, I oftentimes neglect my hair. So I'm not trying to have that on this trip just because it's gonna be 2 months, and that's gonna be 2 months of like severe damage if I do not take care of my hair. So let's get into this video. I have about 15 things I'm gonna talk about and show you guys, and just, I don't know, tips to keep in mind when you travel. Okay, so first things first, obviously, because when you travel you get very busy and sometimes you don't have time to style your hair. Some things that I like to bring just to make sure that I always have a good hair day are some wig options. Like, no, for real guys. So I like to bring a wig everywhere, anytime I travel, because you never know. I always have a wig in my suitcase, like always. This time I'm bringing a straight one and a curly one, so you know, I have options. Every day is a good hair day. We're good to go. And so the second thing, obviously, to keep my hair easy to manage and not so, I don't know, just hassle-free, is to have hair accessories. So I got some headbands, some big ones that I can just put on my head and have my hair in a puff in, or even if I have my twist in still, I can just still use this. Or some scarves and some hats. So I have a toque and a cap. So these are just things that I need because you never know. Just because if you do have a bad hair day and you don't feel like wearing a wig, you still got to be able to cover up and be comfortable and still look cute, you know? Okay, so the next thing on my list is some brushes for my edges, obviously. Like, you cannot have crazy edges out here. So obviously I'm gonna have a regular size brush and then my mini toothbrush just to keep this for, this one is for having like buns and ponytails, and this one is obviously specifically for the baby hairs. Okay, so the third thing I want to talk about is bringing mini containers for products that you do not need to bring the entire thing of. So something like that could be like shampoo. I don't need much shampoo for my hair, but the shampoo that I do use is something that I might not be able to find in other countries, so I do like to make sure that I'm bringing it. So obviously my shampoo and conditioner I will bring in miniature sizes so that I can have it, but just I don't need the entire bottle, you know? And I'm also gonna be bringing mini containers of things like pomades, like things that I kind of grease my scalp with that I don't use every day, or even I don't know, products that you just like to have handy but you don't need all the time. You can buy little tiny containers from the dollar store and just put them in there and throw them in your bag. So the next thing I want to talk about, if you're going to a hot place, I actually don't have this product with me yet because I still have to go pick it up, is having hair SPF. So it's basically sunscreen for your hair, and I feel like a lot of times we don't think about these things, but you can get heat damage on your hair from the sun. It's happened to me. It has happened to me living in Los Angeles for years. I noticed that because my hair is so dark, it gets very hot and dry, especially when I leave it out in like a puff. So to avoid that kind of situation, I usually had it in a bun, but if I do want to wear it out, I just like to make sure that I am protected. So you can get like hair SPF from beauty supply stores, and it's just like a little spray bottle, and it's basically just sunscreen for your hair. So if you're going to a hot place, if your hair is very dry, if you have very curly dry hair, or if you have dyed colored blonde hair, all of that, you should probably have some hair SPF. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to make sure that I have on this trip is a bunch of mini treatment masks for my hair, because I'm not going to bring a whole container of deep conditioner or a whole container of a treatment mask. So I'm just going to buy a bunch of these and a bunch of other different brands and just throw them in my bag, just because if I do need a good deep conditioning or a good treatment day, I have a bunch of these handy. These are really easy, they're cheap, and you can have different options, so I'm not bringing 5 different treatment masks or 5 different deep conditioners. I can have 5 different little packets that I can use like twice, you know, things like that. So the next thing I'm bringing is a whole lot of aloe vera juice. I use this for everything. I use this on my face and I use this on my hair. So this goes, like, I go through this very quickly, and I just put it in a little spray bottle like this, but because I don't know where I will be able to find this in other countries, I'll probably end up bringing a whole bottle of this size and then just bringing the spray bottle with it, so then I can like take it out with me. So I use this for my face, and my hair has so many benefits. If you're interested, just Google it, it'll tell you, because I don't have time to explain all of that. But basically this is an essential for me for dry skin, dry hair, everything. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it if you are going to hot places, cold places, anything. It really helps with everything. Okay, so the next thing that I am bringing, just to keep things nice and easy and quick and just convenient, is a whole lot of Eco Styler. So personally, I do like to have my hair in a slick ponytail or a slick bun. That is just my go-to style, and I go through a lot of gel. If I have to do a wash and go, this is what I use. A slick bun, this is what I use. Most of my styles use Eco Styler, and it is very cheap. The only problem with this is that it is in a pretty big container. Depending on the length of your trip will obviously tell how much you need to bring. For how long I'm going to bring a full size of these, if not 2, because like the way I use this, it's out of control. So this is something that I use for my edges, my hair, like everything. So I'm not gonna need to bring an edge control. I probably won't, to be honest. I'm just gonna bring this and call it a day. So your main hair product, I would obviously recommend gel, or if you just like to use like a daily cream, just bring that. But for me, my daily hair product, or my most used hair product, I guess I should say, is Eco Styler. So that's what I'm bringing. Okay, and again, just to save space, for the next thing I'm going to be talking about is oils. So I have so many different oils. I have black castor oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, grapeseed oil, lemon essential oil, tea tree oil. Like, I have all these freaking oils, and I do not have space in my bag to bring every single one. And obviously that'd be a huge mess if anything spilled or broke, so ain't nobody got time for that. So basically I plan on making another bottle of this. It's a little concoction of all my oils. Okay, not all of them, but all the ones that I like to use on my scalp specifically. And I just put it into a bottle like this, so then it's easy to take anywhere. So in here I have probably like 60% of all the oils I use, and it's easy to bring with you. So obviously I would recommend doing that, so then you don't have to carry all of that stuff. Okay, so the next thing I would definitely recommend bringing is a spray bottle. Obviously, this is something you can find in other countries. I don't know if I would want to go looking for this in another country. Like, I think that would just be annoying. You don't want to waste time looking for things that you could have just brought with you, especially if they're not really taking up much space. So I'm gonna bring my own spray bottle specifically because I like the way it sprays. And this is going to be great for when I need to spray my hair with water or mix in my leave-in conditioner and make my own little daily refresher. The next thing I'm going to have in my bag is some deep conditioner. I'm just going to bring one because I'm going to have all the treatment masks. I'm not going to bring a bunch of deep conditioners too. I'm just going to bring one deep conditioner, and probably not even the whole container. I'll probably bring like a smaller size of it, because depending on how many weeks you're going for, how many times you really need to deep condition your hair, you know? Like, you probably don't need the whole container. Maybe, I don't know, but personally I'm probably just gonna bring like half of it in another container, in a smaller container, and then just bring that with me, so then my hair can stay nice and healthy and strong while I'm still, you know, living life. And the next thing I want to bring on my trip is some shea butter. This is something that I use as a hair protectant, so if you're going somewhere hot or very cold, I feel like it's a great way to protect your hair strands. That's what I use personally in the winter time. I feel like it really protects my hair and keeps it keeps the moisture sealed. So when I put in water and conditioners or leave-in conditioners, when I coat it with shea butter, I feel like it keeps my moisture in and it doesn't dry out completely throughout the day. So that's going to be something that I'm traveling with, just to make sure that my hair stays healthy even when I can't fully take care of it. So if it's in a bun, or if it's in a ponytail, or if it's in some braids, I don't know, that it stays pretty good. So the last thing I'm gonna recommend having in your bag is a bunch of bobby pins, like a bunch, like 500 pack of bobby pins and a whole lot of elastics. Obviously you can find that in another country, but it's gonna be annoying having to go out and buy these things again. So obviously if you have it, if you can buy it before you go, I would definitely recommend putting that in your bag, just so you are safe and good, and you can have that in your carry-on, you can have it in your suitcase, you can have it everywhere. You need to have enough so then you don't lose it and have to go out and like buy it. So yeah, I think all of these things are my complete essentials. Like, I'm not going anywhere without all of these things, and I think that everything else is kind of okay to stay. Like all those random hair creams that I use, like all the extra brushes that I have, all the little hairsprays, all the, I don't know, all these random things that we have in our hair collection can stay at home. These are just my top essentials to keep your hair healthy, manageable, hassle-free, and just like easiest, like, what's the word? The least time consuming as possible. With all these things, I think that I can have my hair done quickly and have it stay as healthy as possible within this whole 2-month trip. So I don't know, I feel good about it. I hope this helped you guys if you are going on a trip now or later or whenever, or if you feel like you don't really know what to bring when you are traveling. Hopefully this helps. And of course, if it's just a short trip, you can bring all of these in mini sizes. You don't need to bring the whole container, but these are things that I think are very important in order to keep up with your routine. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you haven't, or if you like this video, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and click the, what's it called, notification button. And yeah, follow me on Snapchat, obviously, because we have a little gang growing over there. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.